We're making stuffed peppers, and this is one delicious and nutritious meal your whole family will appreciate. Best thing about this recipe is you don't have to go out of your way to gather ingredients for this dish. So we're using some bell peppers, zucchini, mushrooms, carrots, celery, onion, garlic, black pepper, sea salt, some rice. Any choice of rice will be fine. In this case, we're using pearl rice, olive oil, fresh parsley, and your choice of meat. I'm going with the ground turkey today, but you can substitute this with the ground pork or ground beef. Let's start by finely chopping half a large onion. In a cup of preheated olive oil, add a half of large onion, finely chopped. To half cooked onions, add 2 sticks of finely chopped celery. Here goes celery. And while onions and celery are cooking, we're going to shred about a cup of baby carrots. Let's add carrots. Okay, now we're going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. So now that onions, celery, and carrots are cooking, I'm going to shred 1 zucchini. Okay, now let's just chop some mushrooms. Nice little pieces like this. And the reason we're pouring mushrooms in stuffed peppers is to keep the stuffed pepper inside moist. And mushrooms will bring some moisture to our recipe. Onions, celery, and carrots look really nice. They're golden brown. So we're going to add mushrooms now. And let mushrooms cook for about 3 minutes. And then we're going to add our zucchini. Looks and smells delicious. And it's time to add zucchini. Zucchini needs to cook only for about a minute or so. Now the vegetables are nicely sauteed, I'm going to add 2.5 pounds of ground turkey. You can substitute turkey for beef or pork, so it'll be just fine. But I kind of wanted to make a light dish today, so I'm using turkey. It's very important to overcook turkey. Just let it warm up in this vegetable mixture, and then we'll take off of the stove. Okay, off the stove. To finish it off, we're going to add some black pepper. For your taste, of course, and same thing goes for salt. I got some sea salt here. Okay. And a cup of rice. You can use any rice you like. And in case that you do use brown rice, it would be very good to pre-cook the rice, since the peppers will roast only for about 30 to 40 minutes. 2 eggs. Let's add 2 eggs. And eggs are used to add a little more flavor, a little more nutrition to the recipe, and also to keep the mixture really well combined. All that's left to do is to chop some fresh garlic and fresh parsley, add it to our mixture, and then we're going to start stuffing our peppers. We're going to need about a half a bunch of fresh parsley. Chop it very fine. Parsley done, garlic done, and let's put it in. Here goes parsley and garlic, and then we're going to mix it once again. And we have our mixture for stuffed peppers ready. To clean pepper, try to stay as close as possible to the actual stem of the pepper. We do this for a couple of reasons. One is I hate to waste all this good pepper. Another reason is that this edge of the pepper will actually prevent juices from the mixture to spill out while the pepper is roasting. Here we go. Gently tuck as much of the mixture as you can, keeping in mind that rice will expand, so leave some space for rice. And now let's just finish it off and get peppers in the oven. But before I do that, I want to tell you that you have two different options and two different routes that you can take in the finishing phase. One is to use your favorite tomato sauce, pour it over peppers, and add a little water. We need about a quarter of the depth of the peppers, maybe about this high of liquid before you put them in the oven. Or you can prepare your own sauce. And I love using sauce made of olive oil, little garlic, some Hungarian paprika, and some water. And to make this sauce, please visit our video on stuffed cabbage, and you will see how I prepare the sauce for stuffed cabbage. It's the same recipe with the exception that you will cut the recipe in half. So just make the mixture and pour it over your peppers and let the peppers bake. And bake them for about 45 minutes on 360. Peppers are ready, and now I'm just going to show you how easy to serve them. Okay, a little bit of this sauce, just a touch of it on the top, and serve it with the steamed vegetables or your favorite vegetable on the side, a piece of bread, and some decoration on the side like this fresh parsley, and you're good to go. Serve them with a side of your favorite vegetables and a piece of bread, Emily, and you are on a good way to a nutritious and a delicious meal. Until next time, and until the next delicious and nutritious recipe, please visit us at cookingandkids.info.